Hello, everybody. Welcome to Backwards Talking Teaching with me, Spencer. I'm the one who's going to teach you how to talk backwards. If you haven't seen the older episodes, you should go back and do that. Start with some basics, the normal things that people use to teach people how to talk backwards. Today, we are going to go through some country names. 4 countries. Eventually I'll add on to this. I'll do multiple versions of this. That's why I'm going to label this Countries 1, because there's like 150 countries in the world. So we're just going to start with America and the nearby region. We're going to do another fun one, off somewhere else in the world. And then eventually we'll get to, Europe and Africa and all those other countries. Cool? Great. This is going to take some time, I think, so strap in. So we're just going to start with America. America. The beautiful, mostly. 4 syllables. We'll take them one by one, starting with the last one. America. Backwards is just uck. And of course, that hard k sound is going to be a little bit interesting. So ka, uck. Ri, backwards, ri, ear. I like to put in H's in a lot of my backwards spellings because it sort of reminds me on how to pronounce the vowel. So you'll see a bunch of random H's. Obviously, you should write them however you think they should be written for your own brain to pronounce it correctly, because it's all about pronunciation. Okay, second syllable is mare. Mare, backwards. This one is going to be interesting. Mare, rem, kind of. And as you can probably see up there, I've moved letters around the syllables. So we're going to adjust based on how this actually comes out. And then the last syllable is just America. So I just put an there at the end. So yeah, let's just record it and see how wrong I am. But we have a basis of where we think this is going. Okay, cool. America. America, America. What do you sound like backwards? I think a lot of us have feelings about our countries, positive, negative. America is no different. We have a lot of bad stuff, but it's the country I live in. It is what it is. Okay, let's hear what it sounds like. Akirema. Akirema. I think that's what I was hearing. Let's hear it again. Akirema. Akirema. So you want to try and match the speed, the intonation a little bit, because then if you match that when you say it forward or when you reverse it so it's forwards, it's going to sound pretty close to natural speech. And of course, as I've said before, you can have fun with it. All right, let's hear it one more time. Akirema. And I think my spelling, akirema, I think that's pretty close. So let's just say that and see if it's correct. The changing of the spelling, that stage that we just did, and then adjusting the spelling of the pronunciation, that's the most important part, because you may have to go back and forth a few times if it's a hard one, but this one I think we got actually pretty good. You're not doing this with me, you could do it on your own, but it's this just me. Okay, akirema. Ready, set, go. Akirema. Now I'm not sure if I match the speed and intonation perfectly, but it should be close. America. It was very lyrical, very melodic. America. Let's hear it again. America. America. All right. I think that's good for that one. Let us move on to Canada. My neighbor up in the north. There's a great picture. Maybe I'll mention that after the next one. Okay, Canada. There's only 3 syllables. 2 of them are very similar. The last syllable is duh. Backwards is ud. Second syllable is na. Canada. Na backwards is un. I was going back and forth. Do I want to spell it UN or UHN? But the UD, I did UHD because I think UD sort of looks like ood. But anyway, again, spell it how you want to spell it. And then the first syllable, which is the last syllable, or back vice versa, however you want to say that, is Canada. Although I'm sure people say Canada. I don't know, whatever. Ak is how you say that. So, udanak. All right, let's record it forwards first. Canada. Wow, and I hit all the wrong buttons, so that is too much. Hey, you know what? We can just delete it. Oh, look at that. All right, here we go. Canada backwards. Hudanak. Let's hear it one more time. Hudanak. I think instead of an un in the middle, I think it should be in. Udanak. And in fact, while I'm making changes, let's separate the syllables. Din, ak. And let's just hear it one more time for good measure. Hudanak. Yeah, and the ak is like a ach, something like that. All right, let's try recording that and see what it sounds like. Hudanak. Should be pretty close. What does it sound like? Canada. Yeah, it sounds like you got a little phlegm in your throat, but let's hear it again. Canada, America. All right, that's very good. Very good indeed. Let's do the third one. It is the third of the major countries in North America where I live, and of course, it is Mexico. Yes, so I was going to say, I saw a picture where somebody had colored in Canada, America, and Mexico, and it was, I think Canada was America's hat, and Mexico was the beard, something like that. Mexico, 3 syllables again. Mexico is the last syllable backwards. That's going to be sort of woke. We had this before somewhere. I don't remember where. I just remember having that be one of the syllables. Woke. Close enough. So the X, I think we're going to split into the 2 separate syllables. Si. That's how we're going to divide it up. So si backwards is just is. And then the first syllable, mech, backwards is chem. So we have wokiskem. I think it would be fun. Maybe in another episode, I will actually try and record what I think it is first instead of recording the words first. But I'm going to keep it consistent for today. So Mexico should sound like wokiskem, but we're gonna officially get it first. Mexico. Wokiskem. Yep, that's pretty good. It's all about the intonation and the timing, so let's just do that. I think this one was pretty easy. Nothing too complicated. Wokiskem. I feel like maybe I said it a little too quickly, but maybe not. Mexico. The intonation was a little bit more for my natural speech, I think, but it started off high, went down a little bit low. But we got the pronunciation pretty good, I think. All right, let's clean this up. And our last word, it's so I was like, well, I want to do 4 for some reason. What's a 4th one that's just completely different from North America? I know. I'll pick the one that is its own country and continent. It's not Antarctica. And it's all the way on the other side of the world. It is Australia. There's a lot going on in this word. Australia. 4 syllables, just like America. So, one by one, Australia. Is the last syllable. So that will be our first syllable, and it's just Li is the previous syllable. Backwards is just eel. We'll maybe try it a couple of different ways. Ehrts. Something like that, I think. We'll figure it out. Ehrts. And then aw or os. The S's, I'm sure, are going to get combined. Os, backwards, saw. Os, saw. Okay, so we have, I have to read my notes here. Ehletsar. What? Nope, that's not how you say it. Ehletsar. It's a hard one to say. Ehletsar. All right, I didn't do it correctly, so we just have to play it, record it forwards. Australia. Okay, what is it? I have to get my mouth to make these motions. Ehletsar. I think that's right. Let's hear it again. Ehletsar. But it starts off very subtle. Ehletsar. Okay, let's try that. Might have to tweak or try again. Ehletsar. All right, it's 50-50 on this one. Australia. Ooh, that was good. Let's hear it again. Australia. I really emphasize those last two syllables more than most people would, but close enough. Okay, how would somebody say it in Australia? How would an Australian person say Australia? They would probably say something like Australia. I may be overemphasized, but let's record that and see how the backwards needs to be different. Okay, it's going to be in the way that you say the vowels mostly. Okay, let's record that. Australia. Now, I don't claim to have the best Australian accent. I'm just sort of exaggerating it. So let's see. Let's hear it again. So I really emphasize the ehrts saw. All right, well, let's just try that. Maybe it's close. Australian people, come at me. Tell me how to properly say it. Ehrts. No, I screwed that up. I really screwed it up. But let's hear what it sounds like. Australia. I didn't even get the consonants right. Okay, well, that was a big fail, but you get the picture. Okay, so today, every time I do this, I have to remind myself how to say these complicated phrases backwards. We had Akirema. America. Anyway, we had Adenak. Canada. Okay, next is Wokiskem. Mexico. And the last one, this is the hardest one, Ehletsar. Australia. Okay, I think that was close enough. Thank you very much for watching another one of these. I'm really trying to get back into the habit of doing these semi-regularly. I would be happy with once a month. If I got to once a month, that would be cool. I'm actually finishing up the Olympics episode. It's almost ready to go, so that should be up. Though that'll be up before you see this, obviously. I'm not going to post this one first. That's not how I do things. Okay, end of the episode time. Bjark's Bus. Subscribe, please and thank you. And you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at SpeedJampar. I'm trying to be a little bit better with that stuff, but, it comes in waves. You can listen to my podcast called The Dictionary. You can watch it on YouTube. You can find it on all of the podcast platform places for that. And that is it. Thank you, and goodbye.